Hi, welcome back to the channel, FIFA Mobile. Alright, I've upped the OVR for my team to 1-to-1 using those Lunar New Year players because they're really cheap. You can't sell it much in the market, so I think there's a better use for them. Why so? Why am I interested to increase the OVR? This is the reason why. I mean, in this event itself, after even you complete the elite era, there's a needed for triple digit all the way up to 125. Okay, so besides that, I think the most headache issue is the FIFA Masters, which required about 1.3 million fans. So that is really a tough one. I'll come to that later on, but for now, we are just using up all the very high OVR Lunar New Year players to good use, because if you try to sell all these Lunar New Year players in the market, you can get them probably about 100 to 150,000. Sometimes it's as low as even $50,000. So I think it's totally not worth it, in my opinion, to sell them in the market, because if you really need players to rank up and you want to get any other player from the market just for your rank up purpose, then you will find that you're spending quite a lot. And I thought that the best way for me is really to use all these Lunar New Year players and then do that rank up. I've been buying players, I mean, at 85 or sometimes slightly higher just for the purpose of rank up. But now I think I do not need to carry on doing that, because I think the most important thing right now is to make good use of the players that I have on hand. So that saved me quite a fair bit. I used to buy really like $130,000 for a player just to do a rank up. So now with all these players that you can't really sell much, I thought that's a fantastic idea to do a rank up. Of course, we need a lot of those rank up materials, which I got lots of them from the event itself. So events is really important. You really got to play all the events. The events give not only common, but sometimes they give rare, but you got to really use your Lunar New Year points wisely. There are times whereby they will ask you to exchange for the offer, the special offer. So that's where I get quite a fair bit of this comment, because end of the day, if you're after players, you could go that route, but for me, I'm after resources, so I'm going for all those resources. So for now, after collecting a good number of those resources, I think I'm putting them to good use. Just gotta bear in mind, every 5 rank up is equivalent to 1 OVR. Okay, so 5 rank up, 1 OVR. But of course, you could do those lower rank players, like from 3 to 4 is definitely much cheaper, but I want to make use of the rare rank up materials. That's why I'm also upgrading, since I'm not going to sell, and these players can't be sold anyway, and they're definitely forming my main team. I'm not going to change them for other players unless really necessary. Otherwise, I'll be keeping them all the way to the end of this season, so I'll do a rank up for them. So this is another fantastic CB. I'm pondering whether eventually I will change the formation, whereby I'll need 5 defenders, so this defender will definitely put to good use then. Okay, so with that, we managed to rank up to 1-to-1 from 119. Alright, so again, I'm going to share with you this Neon Monster offer pack, which you can get if you play the hard path. If you're playing the easy path, there's a chance sometimes after the end of the last reward, they may drop about 10 of this skill for you. And along the way, when you exchange for this Neon Monster pack, sometimes they will drop like 5 skills you just saw just now. So let's see what we got this time around. Alright, another Zoded token, that's fantastic. But what I'm rather after is really those envelopes. I really love to collect those envelopes. Alright, here is where you manage to get your Lunar points itself. Okay, so of course I'm going to show you Zodiac offer as well. What are the players I got sometimes from this Zodiac offer? Nothing fantastic much, but this time round is just skill boost. But that's perfectly fine, because even you get those players, they are relatively cheap in the market. This season's event for Lunar New Year is a bit strange. All the players are so cheap, so not really worth that much in my opinion. Alright, this is what I love, red envelopes itself. Alright, I'm going to share with you my opinion in terms of trying to do the versus attack. You can see here, this is the old OVR of 119. Yes, it's possible to meet and win, but unfortunately you can see here I'm just one step away from claiming those players. But it's always the case. It is not just once I reach this point, just at 1199,000, just short of a tiny weeny bit to win. They will give me this ridiculous 122 players that is impossible to win, in my opinion. They did it on purpose. I know that. Apparently they just refuse to let you climb. Can take a look at the gameplay itself. You know how ridiculous it is. Yes, I've been playing as usual, the same method, the same way, but look at those defenders. I mean, not even close. There's no way you can get close, that's for sure, but even not even close, you can't get it through. So it's really ridiculous. I find that really disappointed with this kind of AI, purposely to make players to pay so that you can get higher OVR and win. Definitely not for me. I'm a free to play, so I'm not paying a single cent for this game. So this is really, in my opinion, not very nice. But again, as I mentioned, there are many people who played for this game and paid a lot of money for this game. I know it's a hobby, but again, why do you need to pay so much when it's a free game? So if you could, don't pay. Continue playing as usual. Enjoy it to the fullest. If you start paying, there's no way out, because eventually you will not be able to stop. You'll be continuous paying and paying, and eventually you know who is the winner, right? The developer is the winner, and definitely not you, because if you can pay, a lot of people can pay more. So what is the purpose? Well, there's no end to this. So do not compete with using money, compete using fun. All right, so that's what I urge every people who are watching this video: do not pay. So free to play is the way to go. Okay, so that will make them less greedy, in my opinion. You know how much it costs just to get a bit of currency and get a player is a bit ridiculous, to my opinion. This is the reason why, because a lot of people are still feeding them, feeding their aggressive marketing plans to basically sell very expensive stuff in the shop. So really, I think there's no way we should pay and make them make so much money from all of us. I think that is really a bad idea. So if you could stop paying. Alright, so with that OVR up, I want to just share with you using a 121 OVR. This will be what happened. It gave me a 125. So can you imagine that? I mean, every time when you up your OVR and hoping to basically win, this is what that happened. So you got a 119, they give you 121, 122, but once you up it to 121 OVR, they give you 125. So this is how it works in terms of the EA methodology, because end of the day, there's no way out. They just gonna make you lose, because if you win, then they are not making money. So that is the point. So the point is to make you lose, make you feel a bit frustrated, so that eventually you will be tempted to pay away. And eventually when you start paying, you feel good probably at the first few matches, but very soon you will feel the same way again, because people will always be paying more than you no matter what. Okay, so like I said, 119, if you pay to get 2 OVR, for example, they'll give you 125. If you paid some more and then probably you get 125, 126, they'll give you 134. So is there an ending to it? In my opinion, definitely no. Okay, I'm playing as usual. You can see as usual how I play. I'll play it the same way, and I think I'm quite well, short of a better word, quite familiar. Definitely I couldn't say the word skilled, because I'm not skilled, but I think I'm quite familiar with versus attack, because I don't like to play H2H, but I like to play versus attack. So after playing and failing so much, I know how to play a versus attack much better than H2H. But I know it is impossible to win unless I started to pay. And I'm not going to do that, because it's just a short win, it's a big lose. Alright, hope you like this video. Do like and subscribe, and take care. Goodbye.